3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, oh fuck, that is fast. It just makes the board super bouncy, well, super carvy and flexy, and stable at higher speeds. 1, go. Oh my gosh, definitely slipped. Oh man. Hey, how's it going? So Steven here. Today we're going to be reviewing the Ownboard Zeus Max 2-wheel drive. This is the version before the Samsung 50S batteries. This is the belt drive version. The benefit of the belt drive version is that you can use any type of wheels you want. You have the freedom to swap from Kegels to ABAC and to AT tires. But if you're using the limb power gear drive, you're stuck using AT tires. This board excels when it's low to the ground. That way you can make some really amazing turns and just carve really well. Right here on the remote, I have roughly 23 miles on this board already, and I'm going to put on a lot more on this board today. So today we're going to be doing acceleration test, the top speed test. Maybe we'll see how clear the ground is. There's still a lot of salt. And then the braking test, after braking test, the hill climb test. It's got the 6573 motors, huge motors, and it's got nearly 1000 watt hours of batteries in a 13S5P configuration, I believe, using Molicel P42 batteries. So yeah, this is an incredible board, carbon fiber, and it's got the rainbow neon light thingy. Let's do a flexibility test. This is full carbon fiber, so it doesn't budge at all. No budging. All right, no budging on that. Since it's pretty stable, then let's do an acceleration test. Man, you can feel how strong this board is, right? Wow, it's 13S5P power. It's great. You know what? I'm gonna tighten up the bushings just a little bit, just to make sure I don't die doing speed tests or acceleration tests, huh? That might be a good idea, you know, not dying. Okay, this should be very good. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. There's no chance I'm going in any direction other than forward and backwards. Ready, set, go. Whoa, holy shit, I'm not ready for that one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, okay, I'll just slow down a little bit there. That was kind of crazy. Let's do this. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my gosh, definitely slipped. Oh man. This board is way too powerful. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, oh fuck, that is fast. I have to preemptively let go of the throttle. That was really fast. Holy shit. It's not quite as fast as the Meepo MLR, which was the fastest thing I ever tested, but this thing is pretty fast. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that's as fast as I'm willing to go without additional armor on. I forgot to wear knee armor, but I think you get the point. Holy shit, this thing is really fast. Let's do a last one. 3, 2, 1. Actually, there's a lot of salt here. 3, 2, 1, go. Yep, perfectly smooth as well. It uses the Hobbywing 9028 ESC, which is one of the most well-known and most smoothest ESCs that you can find on the market. Wow, this thing is just, it's full sending. This thing is so fast, holy shit. Oh, whenever you want, and it's smooth, right? The power delivery is smooth, and it gives you power whenever you want, and it's smooth and not jerky. That's what makes this board so special, and it's one of the last of its kind because Ownboard no longer makes it. It's using the P42A batteries, which they don't use anymore. It's the better battery because of the lower voltage stack. Now we're gonna do a braking test and see how well this thing brakes. There's a lot of salt on the ground and a lot of dust, so probably gonna slip doing some hard brakes, but we'll see. If I die, tell my parents I love them very much. 16 miles per hour brake. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. It feels like it's starting to lock up just ever so slightly towards the end, but I feel it's okay enough. It's closer to stop that it locks. It's not a premature lock, you know? Okay, there's a lot of salt on the ground. I'm gonna slam on the brakes. Ooh, a little bit of slippage right there. Considering that there was so much salt on the ground, it actually did pretty good not losing traction entirely. Let's get to a place where there's not a lot of salt. Okay, brake. Perfect. This is awesome. Cool. So let's dance. Woo! See the default bushings. These are the default stock bushings. While they're not as great in terms of rebound when it compares to the Riptides, but they still work pretty well. I think if you're a beginner, you can stay on these for a couple weeks before you upgrade to Riptides. But if you want to upgrade your board completely, I would still recommend Riptides. Get the cone bushings for the street side, 93A, that's what I got. And then the barrel bushings on the board side, 90A. It just makes the board super bouncy, well, super carvy and flexy, and stable at higher speeds. I still think you need double barrels if you're gonna go, super fast, super high acceleration all the time. But if you choose to use this board as your carve board and you're just dancing around on it, you're having fun carving, then get the cone bushing on the street side. Yeah, look at this. Oh. I'm at the loosest bushing settings, and you can see it's super reactive, and little wiggles, little tiny wiggles, and it knows to turn and pivot left and right. So this is actually perfect for a board that you want to carve, but it's also stable at higher speeds, because once you pick up in speed, this thing just want to lock. See, if I want to turn left or right, this thing just want to kind of fold back into the forward position until you slow down just a little bit, and then you can start carving again, which is really nice. I'm going to tighten up the bushings ever so slightly, just because it's pretty loose. If I want to go a little bit faster, say faster than 20 miles per hour, it's getting kind of wonky. Alright, good enough. Let me see, GPS data is on, lens is cleaned. Alright guys, we're gonna do an uphill test, standard uphill test. I got my bushings tightened up a little bit, so we're gonna try to make up this hill as quickly as possible. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my gosh, that was too fast. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I could go faster, but I don't want to go any faster anymore. This is scary. 26. Oh my gosh. I recently started doing this uphill test with two beginner boards. One kind of got stuck at 19 miles per hour. The other one got stuck at 16 miles per hour. This one, I on my remote it says 26, and it was still going faster, and I got really scared. Wow, holy shit! Yeah, that's it's a power of 5P, of 13S5P. It's a power of mollicell right here, and also larger than industry molders. Guys, this is what you get when you spend $1,000 on electric skateboards. It scares the crap out of you. Check your health insurance. Make sure you wear diapers, because some people might shit themselves. Whoa. Gosh, this board is so low and it carves so well, especially on these Cloud Wheel 105s. I think these are the hydro wheels. My goodness, this is good stuff. Let's see, standard sidewalk. It's alright, it feels kind of bumpy. But I'm going what, 16, 17, oh god, I'm going 19. And it still feels pretty fast. This is miles per hour, right? Yeah, this is miles per hour. Holy shit, yeah, it just, this board makes speed feel slow. And you know it's a good board, and the stability is good when it makes really fast speeds feel slow, I guess. Another uphill. Oh man, this thing just destroys hills. They should call this the Ownboard Hill Destroyer. Holy shit. This board is one of the few street boards that makes me feel actually safe while going close to 30 miles per hour. This is fucking ridiculous, man. Also, Hobby Wing hill test. See, I'm standing on a small hill, and am I rolling backwards? God damn it, I'm also rolling backwards. I swear, Ling E is the only ESC that actually stabilizes you on the slope. So Hobby Wing and the new person who made the JK ESC for Meepo, I guess, and also for Ace Deck. This is a small, like, I don't know, 1 or 2% incline, and all these boards would slide backwards, except for the Ling ESC. Hobby Wing does, the Jason ESC does, and then the JK ESC here does. Like, they all roll back on the smallest inclines, which is it just baffles me. Like, if you're gonna ride your skateboard, you have to park it at somewhere that's 100% flat, or it's gonna start rolling backwards. Or you have to kind of gauge it right and give it just a little bit of throttle, which you run into the risk of kind of full sending your board into the traffic if that happens. So yeah, you got that going, I guess. Alright, so they don't make boards like this anymore. This is the Ownboard Zeus Max, and this is the belt drive version that has the mollicell P42A batteries in there. So Ownboard has moved on from P42A batteries into Samsung 50S batteries. In my opinion, they moved from better battery into a cheaper battery. It's extremely powerful. It's got 13S5P batteries, and then you can definitely feel it when you're accelerating. When you're accelerating on this board, it just feels like it has a lot of power. This thing is powered by Hobby Wing 9028 ESC, which is one of the tried and true ESCs that's just extremely smooth, whether if it's under load, going fast, or going slow. It's got close to 1,000 watt hours, I think 982 watt hours of battery, and it doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. I'm in the middle of the winter, freezing my butt off, going there trying to burn 50% of the battery. I went about 10 miles going in turbo, just zipping around, and I finally was able to burn 25% of the battery. So yeah, this thing in the middle of the winter was doing about 10 miles per 25% battery. Yeah, about 40 miles. So this thing it's really good. And one thing that I feel really special about this board is that it's so stable. This is one of the only street boards that I feel like it's incredibly stable even after even above 25 miles per hour. Even when I'm going to 30 miles per hour, that's when I feel like it gets a little bit sketchy. But normally the street boards, when they get past like 20 miles per hour, I just feel like, oh, it's kind of sketchy now. But this one going 30 still feels extremely stable because of the reverse kingpin trucks. So yeah, it's definitely a good choice for Ownboard to use reverse kingpin trucks instead of the double kingpin trucks that most other companies do use. And the aesthetics of this board just looks amazing, and the fact that it's using belt drive. I personally love gear drive, but I think in this instance, when this board is lower using street wheels, that's when this board comes alive. And the ability to swap from street wheels to AT wheels on the belt drive is essential. Once this board is using a gear drive system, you have to use AT wheels. And AT wheels are big and chunky. It lifts this board off the ground. And when you're off the ground, you don't carve as well. You could still carve if you're really good, right? So, but then it just, when you're closer to the ground, it feels, you feel kind of the rebound effect a lot more. They don't make boards like this anymore. P42A monocell batteries, 13S5P in this monstrosity. The acceleration is amazing. The braking is on point. I can't figure out a bad thing to say about this board. I think if you do get the 50S version, I think right now if you do get the 50S version, it's still good because this board is kind of bottlenecked by its ESC rather than being bottlenecked by the cells. So if you get the 50S version, it still uses the same ESC, and this ESC, because of the limitations of the Hobbywing ESC, you're really not going to feel too much of a difference, if at all. Hopefully, Ownboard sends me a 50S version of the boards to test. You never know. Yeah, this is just overall a great board, and I absolutely love it. Now, would I buy this with my own money? This one I have to think about. Now, would I buy this board with my own money? I think the two-wheel drive version is about $1,600. There's a lot of really good $1,600 boards in the market right now. I would say this is probably one of my top 3 contenders for a $1,500 mid $1,000 board. For a $1,500 board, this would be one of my top contenders, but it's not a definitive yes, because I feel the acceleration, while it's extremely strong, it does feel like it's slightly bottlenecked by the ESC. Like, I feel like it could go faster. I feel like a 5P board, I feel like a 5P monocell board essentially have close to 200 amps of power, then 200 amps of current. It could go a lot faster than what it is currently doing right now. So could it go a little bit faster? Could it accelerate a little bit faster? I think it could. Is it enough for me personally? Yeah, I think it's enough for me personally. So I think the next step for Ownboard is to actually update the ESC on this board to be just a tad bit higher, actually using the same ESC as the one on their Prometheus boards, because the Prometheus board, its ESC is off the chain. I think it's not using either a 90 or a 120 ESC. I don't remember, but that board, you can definitely feel that one it's punching above its weight class. It's worthy of being called a $1,700 board. This one's $1,600. If you put the Zeus Max against the Prometheus, the Zeus Max is going to lose by a visible mile. Like, that's still good enough, but I feel like if it's $1,600, they should upgrade the ESC by just a little bit. Would you be happy if you bought this board today? I would say I probably would give this a B. just because there's so many other good choices out there. Still not a bad board. I think if you want this board, you want to have a little bit of power and you love carving and you love stability when you're going fast, this is the board for you. And if you want the absolute best acceleration, then there's probably other choices. Today in the market. Cool. I'll see you on the next one. But either way, you can't go wrong when you buy this board. This is just one of the staples of just one of the staples of Ownboard, and it's a great board. All right, man. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.